Hi, it's Diane here, Diane Haworth, coach, speaker, and author. And I wanted to give you a couple tips today on how to implement change. This is something that I have worked on over many years. Maybe like you, I am a student of personal development, and I love to go to workshops. I love to read these wonderful personal development books, and then I have a list of like 50 gazillion things, changes that I want to implement. And what happens, or what used to happen, is I'd be overwhelmed and nothing would get done. So here's a few tips that I've learned on how to implement change in your life. First is, ask yourself, who wants to make the change? Here's an example. There have been changes that I know my husband has wanted me to make that I might not have bought into, or when I was a kid, my parents wanted me to make. Or, as I became more self-aware, I understood that there were changes that maybe from an ego perspective I thought I should make. Like, this would look good if I did this or that. Those are not the kinds of changes that you are really going to be able to embody and feel really good about. Make sure, first of all, that the change that you're thinking about is really coming from some sort of real pull. For me, it's like I just feel this pull. It's not that I should do it, I just feel this is something I want to do. So where is the desire for the change coming from? It's something you really truly want to do. That's great. Second thing is, I always ask for guidance. Now, usually in a workshop or in a book, you'll have a couple tips on how to implement the change, whatever the particular change is. I always go inside and ask, what is the easiest, most efficient, effective way for me to make this change now? The other thing is, when I'm looking at a list of changes I'd like to make, sometimes I don't know where to start. Maybe you felt the same way. Another good reason to go inside in meditation, in prayer, however it works for you. What are 3 things that I can do immediately to help implement this change? So if you're looking at a list of 25 things, you're not going to be able to implement all 25 at once, probably. So pick a few. That's the next tip. Pick a few, 1 to 3, implement consistently over time. That's how we really make huge shifts in our life, is we implement small shifts consistently over time. Now, I've had some people say to me, well, it takes X number of weeks or so many days to make a change. I don't think that's true. I don't think it has to be true, for example. If someone said to me, if I continue to eat this particular item, you're going to die in a week, believe me, I'd stop eating it that day. I wouldn't need to think about it and try to change my behavior over 6 weeks. It would be done. If I believed it, it would be done. When you choose to make those changes, it's really important that you choose things you believe in, that you want to implement, and be consistent over time. Develop your systems. For me, I have checklists. I will, if it's something that I need to do, like for example, when people learn to meditate, I have them actually schedule time into their day. They're going to meditate from 7 to 7:15 or 5 in the afternoon to 5:30, whatever it is for them. But that's a way that helps them schedule that change. Okay? Make sure you really want to do it. Make sure that it's a small number to implement it first. And then when you choose to add new tools or changes, right, to your life, make sure you've mastered those ones that you were just working on. For me, I found that one of the biggest challenges I've had is just trying to implement too much change at once so that I'm not aware of what's going on. For me and for most of my clients, be able to be aware and focused on the changes you want to make consistently over time helps you be more present. So if you do get off track, you can get right back on again. The last tip is be patient. Not everything is as easy to implement as others. And while sometimes you can make drastic changes immediately, sometimes it takes a little longer. When I have clients that are trying to lose 30 or 50 pounds, we start on a Monday. I don't expect them to have lost 30 pounds by Friday that same week. However, I do expect that the changes that we've talked about, that they consistently implement over time, will absolutely lead them to the success that they want. Big changes happen at small increments over time. You can do this. I've made huge changes. I know you can too. I hope this has been helpful to you. Follow me on social media, subscribe to my YouTube page, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks.